Did you feel like being the black sheep?
No, like I kind of like I get upset when they say that because I don't think I'm a black sheep.
I don't think
Like I
so.
think I'm the
You're a dark sheep.
I'm black. That's why I don't mind doing it to other people.
Yeah. That's who I want to do it to. Like they're just playing. That's not
Yeah.
true. Okay, let's try it on you.
Remember what happened? Like why we didn't have a field trip?
Yeah.
They found some like this couple that making out in the washroom.
It's just making out and then they
Fucking
flipped out already.
well, I don't know if they're just
Well,
making out, but whatever it is,
Catholic.
YouTube.
So, what are we gonna name this shit? Another week, another episode of the Twice the D podcast. We got Edmund here.
You got me 2x.
OCP isn't here today, but we
MI.
got CJ behind the camera right now. And OCP, he said he's sick. I think he's done with the seasonal affective disorder. Or SAD.
Is he the one that said that or
That was me.
It's
Was
you.
me, yeah. You know how your mood changes when like weather changes pretty drastically?
Yeah, like today.
Even when it goes good, it can still affect your like mood. But it
Yeah, it makes a big difference. Just today it's really gloomy, right? It's gloomy outside. Like
yeah,
I
actually.
feel like I don't know. I feel depressed today.
No,
for
you're
some
just
reason.
tired. That's what the tita.
Yeah, tired and depressed. I
That's
don't
what
know.
the titas will say. You're just tired.
Just tired. I
You're
know.
just sad.
Like there's no such thing as
Pray to God.
depressed.
Keep
Go to
praying.
church.
Go to church. Confess your sins. That's what the titas will say. You know what we did though for Sunday? What we were watching? We were watching.
Yeah, rewind.
No, where can I watch it though? I don't know
I
where.
think it's showing in Northgate.
No, I don't wanna go to the movies. We can't go.
Oh, because of Jackson.
Yeah,
Well,
and
you can ask your parents.
we
to
can,
babysit
but
him.
my wife still doesn't wanna. She
Oh,
doesn't
because
wanna leave our kid to like anybody.
Is
Even
it-
with her parents when they were here.
Oh, okay, because that's my next question.
No.
I'm curious if it's because that's her
No,
in-laws.
no. She just doesn't want to leave our kid yet. I'm the only one she trusts to leave Jackson with.
Well, of
right
course.
now. Right
Yeah,
now.
who else, right?
Well, she could not, but
Is it because she's a doctor? Yeah, do you think that's gonna be
no, I
any
think
part
it's
of
just
it?
maternal instincts. I've heard a lot of people say that it's really hard to leave your kid for the first time.
But how many?
Be it daycare, be it with relatives, be it with family. It's gonna be hard. There's like separation anxiety to
Oh,
it.
that's true.
So
Like how many months is Jackson now?
turning 6.
Turning
soon.
6?
Yeah.
Because I can remember. Have you heard of that depression?
Postpartum.
Postpartum depression.
Yeah.
Just can remember until when. I think
That's
the
what
first
I'm-
3 months or something.
I guess I've been worried about that. So every time she wants to go out, I try to make sure I give her what she wants because I'm worried about that.
Yeah.
And she's away from family.
Because I can remember there was this story. I can't remember how long ago.
Yeah.
This mom killed her. I'm not sure if it's a son or daughter.
Or unconsciously
and
neglected.
then killed herself after.
Cause she felt guilty, probably.
I don't know the story, but yeah, it happened here in Winnipeg.
I've heard a lot of stories like that already, where not necessarily murdered or killed, but they pretty much neglected the kid
True.
because they were just depressed.
Or maybe they're not ready yet. Because I think it happens more often
maybe.
to first time moms.
I guess, yeah.
But don't quote me. I'm not sure.
Maybe, yeah. Fuck, like kids are you learn on the fly with kids.
Like, did we talk about that before? Was it you that I was?
I don't think so.
Or maybe that's my wife. Because like we were talking about, there's no recipe. There's no perfect
Yes.
recipe for parenthood.
Yep.
I don't think there's any. Because you're gonna talk to someone, and it's gonna be a they're gonna
Yes.
nurture their
Yep.
kid differently.
Yeah, like the recipe for their kid is gonna be too salty for your kid.
Yeah,
The recipe might
yeah,
be
might be
too
too
bland
bitter.
for your kid. Yeah, different recipes. It's pretty subjective. Whatever works for them might not work for you and your kid or whatever, right? So you pretty much learn on the fly.
Yeah, you know what? Like once I was thinking before this long time ago, probably 8 years ago.
Yeah,
I don't think podcast is a thing, but if I yeah, whenever I have a child, I'm gonna start
yeah.
a podcast. You know what the name is?
Got it.
Like Daddy Issues. And then it's
Ah,
all gonna be just bunch of guys that have kids and
okay.
talking about their daddy issues, like being
Ah,
the dad.
issues of the dad.
Yeah,
It's
the
pretty
issues of
much
the dad.
okay.
Like what changed, right?
Yeah.
Especially like new dads.
When you were saying dad issues, I thought you were talking about the group of dads that are gonna be raising future strippers, future hookers, like future people with daddy issues.
With daddy
Yes.
issues, potential daddy issues.
Yeah, like the scholarship fund.
What scholarship fund?
A scholarship fund for, because some strippers and hookers do it for college.
Oh, okay.
To support their
It's like
studies.
OnlyFans, man. Like
No, yeah.
right? That's and in like virtually, like online, like this
Yeah.
kind of stripping, like you don't have to worry about getting sexually assaulted.
I guess.
But the
Yeah.
thing is, it's gonna stay in the internet forever,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Compared to physical interaction in the strip club, like you
Like,
can, yeah, you can ask the bouncer too, yeah, to get your phone.
yeah. That's what I wanted to talk with you about earlier.
What's that?
So Sunday, we were just watching movies pretty much at home, and we were watching this biopic of the the youngest general in Philippine history,
Is this
Gregorio del Pilar.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much that.
Like he's the short one, right?
No, not really.
Oh, it's not short.
No,
Okay.
he's poggy or depicted as poggy, at least.
Oh.
Well, anyways, and then after that, the movie about a family who lived during the 70s during martial law.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like when my son grows up, this is what I would be showing him. That's what
Like these two movies,
not really these two
or
movies,
like
not
this kind of
these
movies.
kinds of movies where, because I think that's one of the source of disconnects. I'd want him to learn that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like what does it really mean to be Filipino?
Cause that's
That's
hard,
all.
right? Cause
That's
if you're
always the
studying here, they're not gonna teach you anything about the Philippine
yes,
culture.
and
And then
it's
as a parent, how can you
because even
like
my
how can you
wife,
do it organically?
yeah, even my wife, she doesn't know much about it. Well, because it's history, right?
Oh,
But at least with movies, it's
yeah,
been dramatized.
yeah, and it's more interesting to
Yes,
watch.
it gets more interesting because you got a point of view of somebody,
Yeah.
and then that's where you build the story on. So yeah, if there's something that I want Filipino second generation Filipinos here in Canada or North America or wherever, I'd I'd love for them to know about
History.
the history of how we became to be that, and like, because you know how when most people see Filipinos, oh, I love your food. It's not all like I mean I get giddy when they
Yeah.
ask me about our food, but it's not always just about food.
Pancit,
Yeah,
egg roll.
pancit, egg rolls, barbecue.
Like, I don't even know why it's egg roll. Is it because like is it egg wrapper?
I think so. Yeah, and if not egg rolls, spring rolls.
Spring rolls. Yeah, like
Yes.
spring rolls makes sense,
Yeah.
but I don't know why like most of the time they say egg rolls.
Yeah.
Like, there's no eggs there.
Yeah.
And
I think
it's
it's
not an
because
egg.
egg.
Is
Isn't
it
it?
made of egg? The wrap?
I think so. Or is it rice wrapper? I'm
Not
not sure.
sure.
I'm not sure actually.
Yeah, it throws me off whenever they say egg roll. Egg roll.
But then they asked for the real name, and then I just realized
Lumpia.
lumpia.
Shanghai.
This is like everything we have is mostly borrowed.
Yeah.
Or like that.
Shanghai, because Shanghai roll, right?
Yes, but that's also a Chinese recipe,
Yeah,
pretty much.
that's
We
right.
just
Like even
did our
just the
own.
name Shanghai, that's
Yeah,
like
pancit.
a place in China.
Yes, pancit. Like with adobo too. I guess sinigang is like
Like Tagalog.
more
Is that in Tagalog?
Tagalog.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's coming from the root word sigang,
Yeah.
and then
Sigang.
when they
Like
made it into a noun,
so sinangag, that's probably like a Tagalog
I
word too.
guess because that's sangag.
Sangag.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Because like most of the time, the only the only way to connect Filipino to other ethnicity like is with food.
Yes,
Like
that's
I
the
don't.
easiest way.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way.
And then like going back to the Koreans again, there's so many ways to connect with them. Right? There's so many
Yeah.
ways to like your drama, your music, your food. There's so many
Okay.
ways that you can there's like they're popular right now with so many stuff.
Yeah.
With Filipinos, okay, Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Like usually that's it. Manny Pacquiao, your food. What else?
Usually, yeah.
What else, right?
Yeah. Well, at least we're we're generally known for good things.
Yeah, like
At least.
our work ethics,
At least work ethic, but I mean,
our
me,
good looks.
depends. Depends. Like, I guess for them,
I
'cause
was
it's different.
I saw this reel the other day, and then
Yeah.
like there was this girl, this white girl that they're asking, oh, which Asian guys do you like the best? Filipinos.
I think that
Is this
is that. I don't think that's a white girl. I think I saw that reel too.
I think it's a white girl, or she an Asian?
I think it's a Asian.
Asian?
Yeah,
Like a white Asian?
white Asian. I think.
Mix,
Or
a
no,
halfie?
I think I don't know if we're talking about the same clip, but I think I know what you're talking about. And I saw that if that's the same clip, I think she's Japanese, but raised
Oh, okay, maybe
in
Japanese.
the States. I think that
Yeah.
was in the States.
But yeah, anyways, like I don't even know what I'm not really sure if other ethnicities find us attractive. I've never I'll go ask them.
Different, at least different.
Because it's really hard to tell if you're Filipino. Like we don't have that distinct like feature.
No, I think that's how they know we're Filipino. If they can figure it out. Oh, you must be Filipino. Here it's easy
Yeah,
because
because
we're
there's a
not
lot of
novelty
Filipinos
here.
here.
But I guess in some other countries where there's not a lot of Filipinos, I guess it's harder.
Yeah.
But say like you're here in Canada and then you see somebody which you can't really pinpoint.
Maybe if you're looking at an Asian that's really good at English, but you know that accent that it's not really from that place. Maybe that's how you find out they're Filipinos. You know what I
Ah,
mean, right? Because we're so good with our American English.
with the grammar.
Yeah, with the grammar, but we don't have the accent.
Yeah.
Because I can tell if they're born here in Canada.
You know Singlish though?
What's that?
Singlish?
Singular?
No,
What's English?
Singapore English.
I've never been to Singapore.
No, just you haven't seen any clips of those. They they s- they speak English mostly. I think that's their main language in Singapore. But they have this accent. Just imagine an Asian
Oh.
accent speaking perfect English.
I
Right
thought it's
grammar.
okay. So it's not like Chinese or
I guess it I guess
like Mandarin
for
or something.
their main language.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but it's a large like a big part of their demographic speaks English,
Oh, okay.
but they have this Asian accent. So it's pretty weird.
I'll check it out
I saw a clip of this kid, this white kid. I think he's a son of expats. He was raised there
in Singapore,
in Singapore.
and he has
And
the
then he
accent.
can code switch to Singlish and then English. Like he can take off his accent.
Oh, I think I've heard of the term, but I can't really
Yeah.
remember how it sounds like.
Yeah. I'll send you a clip.
Okay.
It's pretty funny.
Like, how can you tell Filipinos that are born here? Like
Here?
for girls,
For girls, no.
like from afar.
I've said it before. From
Yeah.
afar, they'd be browner.
Yeah.
They'd be browner. That's my tell. Because they crave for sunlight.
True. Unlike
And
yeah.
the ones that were brought here and then they were pretty much like adults already, they would like to stay as fair skinned as they can be.
Mm. Like
Yeah.
me, I find that if they can, if like their makeup,
Mm.
like there's a distinct difference with the makeup, like who's born here or
Yeah.
grew up here.
I call them templates.
No, but it looks nice. Like it's really
Yes, but it's all the same.
yeah, it's all the same.
You
Like they have that like false lashes, the long ones.
I think they call them ABGs.
What does that mean?
Asian baby girls.
Where'd you get that term?
I've internet.
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 Is that specifically here for Canada or
No,
probably North
that's
America?
that's pretty much everywhere. I think Asian
Asian baby
girls.
girls.
That's pretty much their beauty standard. Like for them, that's
Yeah.
what's hip. That's what's in, and they unconsciously copy each other. I mean, it's the same with guys,
Yeah.
right? But at least with the
I don't
guys,
think so. I think with guys, well, I guess it depends on the on what clique you're
just
on.
different subgroups, right?
Yeah.
This group is gonna be wearing this kind of shirts or this kind of pants, and then this group is gonna be wearing this kind of apparel.
Yeah.
And then when every time we're out, I'm just gonna tell them, look at that template over there.
Yeah, yeah, ABG.
Yeah.
But me, like from afar, I know if this, like without her
Yeah.
talking, without her saying anything, I know with her makeup that she probably either born here or moved here
No, pretty
between
early.
4 to 10 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can tell, and then most of the time I'm right, cause like you can tell the difference with their style of makeup.
Yes. Oh well, I was gonna say if you get to talk to them, but then that's not a far anymore unless
Yeah.
you're shouting from afar.
But yeah, like going back to like parenting.
Yeah.
Like how's your childhood? Like how does
My
your
childhood?
yeah, how does your parent discipline you?
Well, I didn't really experience it that much because I was a nice kid. Yeah.
So whenever they ask you to buy something,
Yeah, I do it.
you do it right
Yeah.
away?
Even
You don't play outside
I
until
do.
like past 6?
If they tell me come inside the house, I'm gonna go.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not that kind of guy. Come on, boy.
What a hypocrite. I don't think so.
Uh,
I've never met anyone that does whatever their parents say. Like
that's
at a
why I
young
feel
age.
bad. I feel like you don't know me.
I'm not because well, I won't know because like we don't grow up in the same.
No,
like,
but
we're
what
not
do you remember?
neighbors.
What do you remember of me when I was a teen?
No,
That's
like
pretty. I was pretty much that.
yeah, like that.
That's why I wasn't able to go out with you guys a lot.
Well, it can be different when you're a teen, and it can be different when you're in the preschool.
Yes, but
Right?
I'm saying, do you remember me just being a straight laced kind of kid when we became friends? Can you remember that?
Yeah.
I won't say nice guy.
No.
I just say straight laced. I'm that, right?
yeah.
I've been that for the longest time.
Yeah, but I still find that everyone's different. Like everyone has
The childhood.
like in their childhood, everyone has this innate silliness and hard-headedness in themselves.
No.
Yeah, is that a word? Hard-headedness?
I think it's because it was my brother who was that. And then every time he gets
spanking?
reprimanded for that, I straighten up.
So how does your parent reprimand your older brother?
No, my younger. Because my older brother, we're different.
Yeah, what's the gap? Because you have a
Me and my older brother were 7 years apart.
oh okay.
My younger brother were 1 year apart. So that's pretty much my peer. We have the same stuff.
Yeah.
So what happens with him, that's pretty much what I'm doing. We're like playmates too. So what happens with him, if he's the silly one.
Oh, okay.
He's more outgoing.
You guys are like twins.
Oh,
Like how you grew up almost together at the
Yes.
same time. It's like 1 year apart. That's
where you get compared to your younger sibling.
what was it tough?
We're middle children. You know.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
well, you're not middle.
I
Yeah,
am.
because you guys
Because
there's four of you.
I was already like 11 or 12 when our youngest popped up.
So it sounds like you guys are both middle children.
Now, technically, yes. But when we were getting raised, I was the middle child. And then my sister popped up. By that time, I'm already in my teen years. And then she's still a baby.
Oh, was so that's more than 10 years apart?
11.
11 years?
11, 12, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, I pretty much grew up
Yeah.
a middle child.
A middle
Technically,
child.
I'm not a middle child anymore.
Yeah.
But when I was getting raised, I was a middle child. You've probably heard about middle child syndrome,
Oh, yeah.
right? Have
I
you felt it? Especially with
Are you talking about middle child being the black sheep or
not the black sheep,
or middle child being
it's hard to say this without like taking shots at my parents.
Go ahead, it's okay.
But it's a common notion for middle children to be like the neglected one. Not really the black sheep,
Yeah.
but it's a common notion for middle children to be the neglected kid.
Like that's what I find like growing up. Like a lot of relatives are saying that middle child are the black sheep, or like even
I guess they turn into a black sheep because they felt neglected.
neglected,
Yes.
like a like they
I
become
think
a
that's
rebel.
their reaction to it.
Do you feel neglected?
Felt.
You felt. Oh,
But
okay.
then I opened it up with my mom. We've cleared that up. I
Yeah.
opened it up to her, and then she gave me her reasons. She felt really sad about it because she didn't know. Because as a parent, she felt like I can take care of myself, and my younger sibling felt like
They need more nurturing.
yes. But then when I was young, I didn't think of it that way. I just felt
Like
like
jealousy, right?
yes,
Jealousy,
yes.
and you wanna be a little bit selfish sometimes.
Yes, but deep inside me, I didn't want to because I wanna be looked at as
A cool
the
brother.
nice kid.
Oh, okay. I thought a cool kuya.
No, and there's stuff between me and my brother where I feel like I'm the kuya, and then there's stuff that I feel like he's the kuya. He knows more about that stuff than me, cause we're pretty much like peers already.
Yeah.
You know, he's like part of our friend group
Yeah,
before
he's
you
always
left,
there.
right? So
I play. I think I play more Dota with him than
yeah,
you.
cause
We
you
play the competitive one.
yeah, cause when you left, that's when I started playing more.
Yeah.
So, did you feel like being the black sheep?
No, like I kind of like I get upset when they say that because I don't think I'm a black sheep.
I don't think
Like
so.
I think I'm the
You're a dark sheep.
I'm black, dark, like
No,
dark
just
skin color. But yeah, like I don't know why they say that. Like, or maybe I'm trying to prove everyone that I'm not the black sheep.
you got a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah, so I got
Yeah.
that chip in my shoulder that no, like I'm gonna prove you guys that I'm not the black sheep.
Yeah.
But I do.
Oh
I do
yeah, you
feel,
proved it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I proved it.
But
But
yeah, when you were in high school, you proved you weren't a black sheep. You proved it.
like the OCP was telling me that at first like when he was in elementary,
Yeah.
like he always get like we always get compared, right?
Yeah.
Like they always tell him like, oh, make sure don't be like your brother.
See?
He's always doing
Yeah, you're not a black
like
sheep.
like shit like this,
Yeah.
and then afterwards, like when he was in high school,
Yeah.
I don't know if we matured or because maybe I'm not sure why, but he started to hearing from professors, from teachers that
Yeah.
oh like you should be like your brother because he's like this and that.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, like Miss
I guess
Liwanag.
they remember you. Well, you weren't a bad student.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I just like to play
you're just,
tricks.
You're just silly. You're just naughty.
Yeah.
You never like disrespected the teacher right in front of their face.
Yeah, I
anyways.
think
You
the
never
teachers
did.
like me. I think I'm always in good terms with them. Most
Yes.
except for that one guy. Yeah, one guy teacher that we had.
For home
Yeah.
economics.
Yeah.
Well,
Like not a lot of guys like him. I think he favors girls. But
maybe.
anyways,
Probably. Well, yeah, that's the hard thing with like being, especially if you got an overachieving or a nicer looking younger sibling.
I remember that when I was in elementary, I get compared with my older brother because the three of us we all went at the same
Yes,
school, right?
that's the same for
And
us
then
too.
I hate it when they do that because they always go. I don't know what kind of comparison because like he's better looking than me,
Who
hundred
is
percent. Like my brother,
older?
yeah, older brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's better looking than me. He's taller, and he has more artistic abilities than me
Ah,
because he draws
he's
pretty
more
good.
artsy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and but he's quiet.
you're
He's quiet. So me, I'm the other way
you're
around.
pretty creative with your pranks, anyways.
Yeah, I remember. Like I think my best work that I remember, you know, those pulling or pulley, the firecracker.
Okay,
I don't
I
know if
can't
you're.
remember.
Yeah, this is in high school. I uh, I put this in a bunch of lockers, and then I put this in some of
Ah,
the
the
shoes.
pop-ups.
I think it's called pulley, that one that you pull like that.
But if you drop them, they
No, they don't explode. You just have to pull them apart, and
okay,
then they pop.
okay,
I
okay.
I I tied it on the shoes. I tied it on the lockers.
Mm,
I think that's in first year high school. I got brought to the principal's office that time. I
what
pranked so many people that time.
what I remember so vividly was remember when we were doing yoga.
That's in first year too.
No, second
Was
year.
that second year?
Second year. Because apparently the guy who taught me that said it was yoga. But it's pretty much choking somebody out.
Sleeper hold.
Yeah. I only realized that when I started watching UFC or MMA. Anyways,
Yeah, but we've been doing that. I can't remember who taught me that.
Ramji.
Yeah, was it you that taught me? Was
Yes.
it Ramji?
Ramji taught me that, but I spread it out.
Yeah, that was funny though.
We did that with somebody.
And they took him a while to wake.
No.
Oh no,
He fell asleep.
and then we
'Cause-
didn't wake him.
Cause there's times where you go out unconscious, and then your face while you're still unconscious just stays. So the guy was pretty much laughing. He was smiling. So everybody thought,
That
like
he's
all of
playing.
you guys, thought that he was just playing.
Yeah.
It's like you guys didn't believe that it was true. At first, I didn't believe it
Yeah.
that you'd really pass out until I got it done to me. So he didn't believe me. So I told him, let me show you. I'll show you.
Yeah.
And then all of the class was watching. You guys were watching, right? Falls unconscious. And then everybody just
Just
like hit
whack
him
him.
with with something. I think there was one thick bamboo stick
Yeah.
there. Somebody hit him
I
with
think
that.
that was me.
And then when he woke up, he had like a footprint on
Yeah.
his uniform, like his
Oh.
all white uniform. So
I'm never proud of those moments. It's funny to remember
what a
though.
reformed guy. Yeah, I still follow him on Facebook.
But you know what? It's really yeah, because I did that. Like someone did that to myself. Yeah, to me, and
That's
it's
probably me.
It's a weird but refreshing feeling. It
If-
feels like I had a nap.
Feels
and
like you
then-
slept for 8 hours.
Yeah, it
And
feels good.
It was me, probably, who did it to you.
Was it you? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's why I don't mind doing it to other people.
Yeah. Cause
And then you know me, I'm very convincing once
and it's
I
the
tell other
people
people.
who that's who I wanna do it to. Like they're just playing. It's not true. Okay, let's try it on you. Like I hit my head.
Oh, did you? Like you
Yeah,
fell down?
the second time
Yeah, because you have to stand up, right?
because you're pretty much dead weight
Yeah.
when you fall unconscious. And
Uh,
they couldn't catch me on time. They didn't think I was
Yeah,
unconscious
because
already.
it's hard to tell if someone's gonna be unconscious because you're just waiting,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's hit or miss. You don't know if it's really gonna
No,
work.
I
Right?
never missed.
You never miss.
I never missed. Because you're pretty much holding your breath and then
Yeah.
you're gonna choke. It looks like a light
Yeah, like
choke,
that.
but it's pretty much restricting your airflow. So
Okay, if you guys want us to do this and teach you how to do it,
watch the UFC.
like let us. No, because ours is more.
More tame.
Yeah, more
more
tame.
gentle.
It's really chill and.
You know though how I feel like I wouldn't say our image because I wasn't part of that during high school. I was like one of the not really nicer kids, but I was pretty tame compared to the worst guys in our class. I had my moments, but I wasn't
Yeah.
didn't get to that point. The next class after us, the next year, they were way
Like they're
worse.
crazy. That's why like all the
That's I
teachers are saying,
yes,
"Oh, like you guys are a better batch."
yeah. I think that's what they realized. Anyways, so yeah,
I find that the generation, like the younger generation after, oh, I feel so old. Like the generation after us in high school or
yeah.
in general, they're wilder. Like the girls are wilder. Remember what happened? Like why we didn't have a field trip?
Ah,
Remember that
yeah.
they found someone like this couple that making out in the washroom.
It's just making out, and then they
Fucking
flipped out already.
well, I don't know if they're just
Well,
making out, but whatever it is,
Catholic
fuck
school.
you two. We didn't have a field trip because of you.
Well,
No, just kidding. It's all good. I
Catholic
got over
school.
it already. But I still, yeah,
Yeah.
right. And then our prom. Wait, is it our field trip or our prom got canceled because of
Prom,
that?
I think prom.
Yeah,
But at least we got to experience
the
a
junior.
prom when
Yeah.
it was just us. And then but we didn't have to have a good send off for our graduation
Yeah.
because they pretty much we it was still a fun time. We had that.
Graduation. Every time I remember our graduation, I feel so bitter. I studied in the same school
Oh
since
no, loyalty
junior
award.
kinder
Yeah.
to fourth year high school, and
Yeah.
there's no loyalty award. He got a loyal. You got a no. He didn't.
That's because even though we passed the requirements or the even though we have the requirements to get a loyalty award, we had records.
Well, doesn't make sense, right? Like, well, it
Catholic
kind of makes
school.
sense that being loyal means the embodiment of the what's that? The principles of the school and the vision and mission,
If you
and
say it that
and
way,
us
then I guess they
being
were right.
yeah. Well,
I guess they were right with not giving
that's right.
us.
That's right. But me, if my mom is
Yeah.
like other moms that can be very vocal, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be saying something
Ah.
like she paid this much money to be
Ah.
in school. Like it's an expensive school, right?
Well,
And then we
I
didn't
guess.
get that loyalty award. Like
Well, if I was a parent and then I paid that much for the school and then my kid didn't learn anything but I got a loyalty award, I'd feel bad too. I paid expensive money for my kid to learn, not to.
Yeah.
I I
but
guess
still, it
yeah.
makes a difference if you're gonna be going up there and getting a. It's just a piece of paper, but it's just like it's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I feel bitter.
I got disconnected with our school when remember like our first 2 years off of school when we were in college.
Yeah.
I still feel like they treated us special because we were the first batch to graduate high school. When they stopped treating us special, that's when I stopped caring.
Like how do you know that they stopped treating us special? Like after.
No mentions of oh, this batch was the first batch to graduate high school here.
Oh, were you still involved around
Not
the
really
school?
involved, but I've been going to
Like
the
foundation, yeah.
homecoming, yeah,
I,
for 2 years.
have you ever went to any homecoming?
Probably
Since,
the first one.
did I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like I would like to once I go home, like have a reunion or something. That would be nice. Or
Mm,
maybe if there's something big, I would like to match my me going back home to that
mm.
reunion. Even though there's nothing else is happening, but it's
I've
just
done
nice
it
to
4 times. It's so fun. Well, not
really.
really a reunion, but our friend group.
Well,
They never miss. If I'm there,
yeah.
we're all complete
Oh, okay.
except you.
I know.
Yes.
Cause like the timing and everything.
They feel
Hopefully,
they feel so bad that they only see each other when I'm there.
I
It's like
got yeah.
that's always their line. Oh, we're only gonna see each other if Edmund's here.
Why though? Like why?
Busy, cause I
Right?
pursue them. I go after them.
Mm,
I bend my schedule to meet up with them.
yeah, I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Yes.
Cause it's
Yes.
hard. Well, now it might be different because you have
No, they
like
got.
Jackson and. Cause me like what
No,
I
I'll make sure we get to.
Okay, me, because what
Still.
I did the last time, like 2019, is I booked a hotel. I don't know if I probably told you about this. I booked a hotel,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
you told me
then
about it.
I booked a hotel, right? And then whoever wants to see me,
Yeah.
just come here.
I'd do that, but I'd
It's just
message
easier.
them personally.
But I think I messaged like the boys personally before.
Mm-hmm.
I told them right away because there's this one time I went back home and then
Yeah.
it was unannounced, and I
Mm,
felt that it's really hard to get everyone together.
I guess.
I
Yeah.
think that was
Scheduling wise, it is.
yeah, maybe
But
2011.
yeah.
But yeah, like now I'm at the point that you know what, like it's whoever can come, just
Yeah.
come, and I'm not gonna be
Which is
bitter or
valid.
anything, right?
Which
Yeah.
is valid. But with your grand plan of making a reunion.
Oh no, like that reunion's not. I'm not the one that's gonna be setting it up. It's just
Ah,
I'm gonna go. Oh, there's a reunion. Okay.
that has not
Yeah.
happened for the longest while.
Well,
I think they still see each other. The popular kids, at least.
no, I don't think so.
Every birthday of one of their kids, they see each other.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I think that's how they meet up. Yeah.
Imagine that. So our classmates from high school, like most of them have kids, right?
Yeah.
Or just our friends. Like most of them have kids.
Yes. It's
And
the guys who doesn't have kids
yeah,
yet, except me.
yeah, and they're
And except, like, our best guy. She got two.
yeah.
Different baby mamas. Come on, boy. Excellent swimmers.
But yeah, thinking about it, like it's I feel old.
You know how there's always, like, the generation before you always has something to complain about the next generation after them? I
Always.
heard that it's tale as old as time.
Everyone. I
I'm
think
starting
not
to
just
feel it.
us.
Because, like, the boomers, they complain about the millennials about where they don't work too much.
Yeah.
And then us, that's how we feel about the next
I'm still
generation
confused
too.
at which in
We are
which
millennials.
generation.
We are millennials.
I want to be classified as 90s kid.
That's 90s kid.
Like millennials?
There's no 90s kid. That's pretty much that's pretty much millennials. Because we were brought up, like, our consciousness, our teens, that happened in the millennium. That's why it's millennials. But I think that's really Gen X,
Ours. Like
ours,
oh,
or
okay.
Gen Y, I think. And then the next one after us is Gen Z, right? The next one is Gen Alpha, as
Oh
far
my
as I
god, there's
know,
so many.
because it it restarted
Yeah.
already.
I just
So
find that our generation we're like like personally speaking, like we live in a good time. We get to understand the baby boomers at least a
ah,
little bit. I don't know. Me personally, I think I understand them.
forcibly,
And then I think I can relate to the the Gen Z, the Gen Z,
yeah. To the ABGs, you can
the
relate to the
the ABGs.
ABGs.
I can relate to them,
Yeah,
right? So if
you
because
can
like
relate
the
to the ABGs, to the soy boys.
see we know all those terms, and then
Yeah,
if you talk to baby boomers about those, like
but
they won't know.
But if you explain, they'd understand. Oh, that's why. That's why.
But yeah, like I always got compared before with my older brother.
Compared better or compared worse?
No, in general, I think in general,
Yeah.
yeah, with the other people, like not my parents.
How big is your gap with your older brother?
We're all
4
4 year
years
apart.
apart?
Yeah, yeah, 4 years
Great
apart.
planning.
Yeah, I know. Even
Such a called great
OCP.
planning, yeah.
Yeah, 4 years
Cause
apart.
me and my older brother, we were 7 years apart. We are 7 years apart, and then my
Then
younger is one.
one, and then 11 years
Yes.
for the.
Yeah, my older brother, um, he's got neighbors. They all moved together in one neighborhood. Their neighbors
It is in the Philippines.
here, no here.
Okay.
They
Oh,
were
like where
from
you're
in the
staying at
same,
before.
yeah. They were from the same apartment. They moved to a new neighborhood when they took out mortgages, when they
Yeah.
bought houses. Their neighbors, their kids are friends with my baby sister. So it felt like my brother was my sister's dad.
Yeah. I
And
can see it.
then their neighbors, those neighbors, they look up to my dad as like their dad too. Because they said they miss their dad. and my
Oh,
mom, their parents back
yeah.
home. So
That's their.
it's like their parent
Yeah.
figure in the neighborhood.
You know what? I haven't seen your brother in the
Because
longest
he
time.
doesn't go out.
Well,
You're
I've
pretty.
never met her.
You're pretty
I've never
busy.
met his wife.
Yeah.
She's here now, right?
Yes. So
Did
then
you
just
went home for your wedding?
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I was there.
What's pamanhikan in English?
Pamamanikan. No,
Pamanhikan.
there's no English word to it.
Oh,
Just like pretty much
no, there's none.
just pretty much a custom for
Is that a Filipino thing
think so. Or
or a
that's pretty
Spanish thing?
actually maybe.
Okay,
Maybe.
pamamanhikan. That's like an event that it's mostly
It's pretty
the
much meet the
guys, right?
parents.
Yeah, meet the parents, but it's the guys that goes to the parents. No, the girl's
No.
family. Or is it the other
Yes.
way around?
Because it's pretty much you're asking for the hand of the woman's party,
Yeah,
which extends to her family.
that's right.
The guy is gonna be asking for the girl's hand in marriage, so his family needs to appease her party.
That they're in good hands.
Yes, that's
'Cause
pretty much it.
it's because the first pamamanhikan that I've ever experienced. Well, there's only three of us.
Yeah.
It's my younger brother, and then like I was surprised because they were inviting everyone, like even my wife's family. Like, huh? Is that a thing? Like, why would they need to meet my wife's family? But you know how my wife's family are. They're cool like that.
Mm.
So they did. I don't know if that's really a thing, but yeah, they were okay. We need your wife's family to be there. We need like my older brother's family, like
Yeah.
older brother's wife's family is not
Yeah.
here. But yeah, even my auntie, even my cousin from far, like
They're pretty much
whoever can come should come.
they're pretty
Like
much
that's
making demands, and they
yeah,
wanna see how their in-law to be is raised
yeah,
on how it is reflected in everybody's family and everybody who's connected to you. That's pretty
mm,
much it. I don't think that's a province specific thing. I think every party of the girl can like demand that.
mm,
It may be taken wrong by the guy's party, but it doesn't say anywhere that they can't, because
yeah.
you're asking for my daughter's hand, play along. That's what pretty much it
True.
is. So
Because like my wife's family didn't like I don't think we did something like that. No, I don't think so.
I
Yeah.
guess
Well,
it's
I'm
hard.
very happy for you guys.
Yeah.
I still don't believe in long distance relationship, but I'm
Yeah,
happy for
well,
you
you
guys.
shouldn't. It's hard.
Yeah. It's
But
it's a
that
feat if you're able
that
to
pretty
conquer
much
that.
disputes to cease to believe, because you saw it already,
Yeah,
and
even
you
if
still
I
don't
saw it
believe
like
it.
it's I'm amazed, but
It's hard.
yeah.
It's not for you.
No.
That's pretty much what it is. I think of all relationships that way. Doesn't matter long distance, short distance, close proximity. It's all the same to me. If you wanna put in the effort, if you think that person's the one, you're gonna do everything that you can. If there's something that you can't do, pretty much give up.
I find it funny
That's what it
because
is for
you
me.
you value comfort so much
Yeah.
and then you opted to do a long distance relationship. I guess
it,
love is different for you.
it's not valuing comfort. I I heard I heard a term for it. Path of least resistance.
Okay, can you elaborate
So
more?
you'd think that there's gonna be a lot of resistance if I go after my wife, who back then was in the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
Because there's too many hurdles.
Yeah.
But then it's gonna be a bigger hurdle for me if we don't end up together. There's that's the least resistance for me that time to go after her, whatever it
Oh,
takes. That's the least resistance, because I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I didn't.
if you let her go.
Yes. So that's how I think of it. Like everything I do, path of least resistance.
Cause
Yeah.
I, cause like I known you for someone that
Yeah.
prefers comfort
Yep.
over other stuff.
Yep. But
Yeah,
that's
but this one's different.
not so. It's not really comfort that I value. I'm okay with being uncomfortable, because if I choose, I know when to choose being uncomfortable for now, because I know my gain.
Yeah.
If I don't get that gain, that's going to be causing me too much discomfort. So that's why I just bear with the uncomfort right now. Because that's the path of least
This
resistance for me.
resistance.
Yes.
But yeah, like props to you, man. Like it's
Yeah.
that's a feat which I would never be able to do. So I'm lucky.
You found your person here.
Yeah.
That's yeah, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. Different strokes.
You haven't heard of that?
No.
Different stroke for
Like my
different
mind
strokes.
is so green that the different stroke.
Like stroking. Anyways, so yeah, we were watching Sunday
So two movies.
two movies,
Yeah,
but
just those two?
because my wife, she wasn't really into Philippine history, like how we came to be, like she knows the names
Yeah.
of our national heroes and stuff. I know I realized this before, but every battle that we were taught, we're losers. We lost everything, and I felt
Like
upset.
the big battles
Like
for
all
sure.
all our holidays, all about losses. We're not a conquering group of people.
No. We're submissive.
Yeah. No, we're not submissive. We're not gonna roll over, at
Yeah,
least.
yeah,
That's a big part of it. We're resilient. But we got
we
butt
still
fucked.
lost.
We got butt fucked.
Yeah.
We got pegged raw. Pretty much. And just looking at it, I mean, remember when I said I'd like our younger brethren to like know about this stuff? And then when that realization kicked in, would they really want to know
I know. Like
about
it's
their ancestors? Well, I guess if they want to look at it, um, like their resilience, their valor, you can look at it two ways. They were resilient. They fought for what they wanted, for their idea of a Philippine country.
our like I don't even think that June 12th is our real
For
Independence
me,
Day.
no,
No, right?
because we were passed on. We were sold to United
Yeah.
States that time. For me, our real Independence Day is July 4, which they celebrate as the American Filipino Friendship Day.
Yeah.
Cause
Because we're still under the regime of the Americans and on that
when
June
June 12,
12.
yes. But
Like we became a republic. Yeah, that's true.
we were a republic that
Yeah.
time, but they didn't really recognize us up until that July 4th. I forgot which year. But I think they've been pretty nice to us compared to
Like the
like the
Japanese.
form no
Oh, wait.
the ones before them, at
Oh, okay.
least. They were showing us, they were doing a sleight of hand where they were showing us the ways of being a full-fledged republic, and then at the same time like advancing to modern society,
Yeah.
but then they were using us pretty much. So at least in our eyes, they can they can show that it was an equal trade, but it really wasn't. But then Japan happened. But I think after that we still got, I think up to now we're still pretty tight with the US. They still got bases there. We still get hand-me-downs of military equipment.
Like, do you think it's a good idea that we still stick with the U.S. with all this shit happening in the world?
I'd say so. I
Yeah.
don't know. I just how we were raised. I'd say I'd rather be under the
The
US than
U.S.
the other
Like the other,
big
yeah.
than the other big giant right
Yeah,
now.
because it's gonna be more comfortable. Like you're gonna be eating meat instead of like congee, right? Like that's what my dad always tells me. We're
Ah,
always gonna be better under the regime of the allies, the U.S. because they're gonna give us meat,
at
and
least
then
yeah.
like the Japanese, the Chinese, if
Well,
they're under
Japanese isn't really into conquering
no
now.
like not
Not really.
anymore.
Yeah.
But if ever something like that happens,
Yeah, we've been
the only thing that they're gonna give us is congee, lugaw.
we shouldn't be worried about China anyways. We've been conquered already by some other East Asian country.
Yeah.
We've been conquered by South Korea already,
For yeah,
right? Like everybody's.
I think I think South Korea conquered a lot of countries.
Did they go out? I don't think
No, no, no.
so.
Like I'm just talking about the
Oh, their
culture.
culture. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they culture wash a lot of cultures already.
I got a theory on how it became, because it's been big in the Philippines before
Yeah.
already, right? And then this past pandemic, it like blew up to a whole nother level. It passed north a western
Western,
mainstream,
yeah.
because I feel like it was on time. It was around the same time as that Stop Asian Hate thing was going.
Yeah, it's like a perfect storm, right? And
Yes.
then like you're stuck at home doing nothing but to do yeah,
Yes.
just to watch entertainment.
And then everybody was trying to be nice to Asians,
Yeah.
and then might as well consume this. And then, oh, well, apparently this slaps. This is pretty nice. Okay, let's get into it then.
No, I still remember the first time I heard BTS in a radio here. I was
Mm-hmm.
driving in Inkster. You know
Yeah.
the Tim Hortons there in is that Mandalay and Inkster?
Yeah.
I was passing by there and then they played that I can't remember I don't know what BTS song, but that's the first time I heard a South Korean song in a
Yeah.
radio station, and then
Ah.
I don't know, for some reason I felt proud even though I'm not South Korean. I felt proud because like
Felt proud as a fanboy.
yeah, no, I don't even I'm not a fan of BTS. It's just like
Mm.
finally Asians are getting acknowledged. I know Japanese like J-rock. It's been popping here and there, but not as
Niche. Yeah,
mainstream.
it's a
It's
niche.
a niche still,
Yeah.
but with BTS, it's
Yeah.
just it
I guess.
became big. So I don't know, like I being
Yeah, I just feel like it was a perfect storm of everything happening. Like the Stop Asian Hate campaign, and then
COVID.
yeah, and then they were trying to like reach Western mainstream too. They were getting pushed. Like it's funny now when where there's K-pop groups who are really studying English now, as to
Yeah.
before, when you find clips of this K-pop artist speaks English. That's why you search and then it's gonna be really funny. Now, not anymore because they all know
Yeah, they
English now.
or at least they have one person that can speak
Yes.
fluent English,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like I spoke to quite a bit of Koreans, and they like back in like when we visited Korea,
Yeah. In
they said
Pyongyang.
that they go to yeah to Cebu a lot.
Yes. There's a direct
Yeah,
flight to Boracay. If you get to go to Boracay, you'll feel like you see Korean people in a field trip, because
oh
they're all grouped up. They have this tour.
no, but the one that I'm talking about, they stayed in the Philippines for 3 or 6 months
Yes.
just to study English
That's pretty.
and vacation
So
too
if they have a direct flight to Boracay, they pretty much have a direct flight to
to
Cebu
Cebu.
too, for sure.
Yeah,
So that's where I witnessed it. So if you go to Cebu, you wouldn't. Um, if you know they're going to Cebu to study English, you wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised
oh.
because I see them in bunches already in Boracay.
Have you been to Cebu?
No,
No, yeah,
not
same
planning.
here.
Not planning to.
Why?
It's pretty much Manila of the South. I'd rather go to
Yeah, but it's
Bohol.
better. I heard. I'm
I'm
gonna
not
go there.
enticed.
I'm really
I'd rather
interested
go to
with their.
Bohol.
Well, that's close to Cebu already,
Yes,
right?
but that's
I
a
want to
different
do just one tour
it's
around
a
that
different
island.
trip, especially with the things that you like to do, your activities that you wanna do.
Cebu, man. Is it Sinulog in Cebu? Like I heard the
Yeah.
party there. That's in January. Like the party,
Yes.
it's crazy.
No,
So
but the outdoor activities,
oh,
the
like yeah.
canyoneering, I think there's better in Bohol. I don't know. I'm just not. I get the appeal of Cebu. I'm just not enticed.
And then their food too. I guess in general, right? Like
Yeah,
the
pork
foods
belly.
there,
They
the
have this.
lechon.
They have this.
Like
old lechon.
they invented lechon, right? The
Not really.
Cebuano?
No.
No.
They have their own version, but it wasn't them
I thought
who.
they're the one that invented lechon. But
Because they have
anyways,
lechon Cebu,
yeah,
but it's still different from lechon.
yeah.
I don't know. I might be wrong.
Yeah. I've been I've been jealous this past few days because I heard that Chas gonna be going home in April too,
Mm.
and then Harry's gonna be going
Well, they
home,
should
and
be
then
jealous of you guys.
no, I'm just saying that
Ah,
just the just going home, right? Just
ah.
yeah, just that part. It's I want to go home too. But I will. Yeah, I can do that anytime.
Well, that's what they call casualties of
Of
the
the
dice
dice
game.
game. Yeah.
It is what it is.
And April, that's my birthday. Yeah, that's my birth
That's
month.
when they're going.
Yeah. Cha. Like, but yeah, just by
Mm.
herself.
Yeah, keep name dropping, boy.
That's okay.
Okay. You're making it hard for me. Anyways.
You can just beep.
Yeah, that's what makes it hard. Like
You know
looking
what?
for the
I was
timestamp.
when I was editing the other video, I was planning to blur out my swearing, and then I realized like, oh, fuck, there's so many.
Yeah, don't blur it out. We're not being watched by kids.
Is it? Well, I don't want to be a bad example.
Well, who says you're gonna be an
A good example.
You're right. So why are you worrying about being a bad example if you're not gonna
I
be an
wanna
example anyways?
maintain an image of goodness and a likable
But
image.
fake. Wouldn't you rather be you? Your you isn't that bad anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Why are you worried about being good? But that's not really you, right?
We'll see.
I know you.
Like it will change. Maybe fame and money will
Will
change
change
us.
you.
How about what? Yeah, just me? How about you? Maybe us.
I don't know. I'm gonna be lazier probably. Probably.
Yeah, it will change us.
Maybe.
Just gonna be wearing masks all the time.
Make you more busy.
Just like my wife. she wears mask whenever we go.
Ah.
How come there's no mask here in the car? Like, oh, I don't know.
Cause she gets right.
Yeah, because you use them all up.
Yeah. So we're back from break. Well, actually, I wanted to show you this clip earlier. I can probably just overlay it. I just saw this.
Good morning, everybody. Apologize for being late. My wife just died. All right, we've got a lot on the agenda today, so let's begin. At noon, the president will be meeting with Iraqi Prime Minister Maliki via video teleconference. And the purpose of this meeting is going to be to discuss some of the security issues surrounding the newly appointed Iraqi government officials. And yes, Matthew?
Ted, I'm so sorry. I mean, your wife.
Yeah, well, as you might expect, the pain's unlike anything I've ever experienced before, but we've got a lot to do today, so let's keep moving, okay? Maura?
I'm so sorry to hear that, sir. Janie was a really wonderful woman.
Yes, I can confirm that, but Maura, I actually made a pledge to the president and to the people of the United States to keep the nation informed as to the activities of its leader, the leader of the free world. So let's keep this going. Next question, Jim?
Can I ask what happened to Janie, I mean?
Jim, what happened was she died. It was a car accident. We can't just bring the entire nation to a halt because of it.
Rough.
Now that's a giga chat.
Yeah.
But
No. Is that being a giga chad or is that being patriot? Like being a patriot?
Well, I guess you can attribute being patriotic.
Because you could be a giga chad if your wife passed away already because you don't have anyone to answer to, right? So I'm not sure.
But regardless,
That's being
that's what a
I
guy
don't know.
that guy was.
Yeah.
Like performing above his duties. Anyways, because it got me thinking. Would you prefer going ahead of your wife or being left here and your wife going first?
You know what? According to studies, if the wife passed away first,
Yeah.
the husband,
Yeah.
has only like between 6 to 10 months to
Really?
live. Yeah.
Okay. But no,
Statistically.
you.
Me? I would. Oh, shit, that's hard.
Which would you prefer?
I would prefer if she passed away first because I want her. I
Same.
want to take care of her, right?
Same.
I want to take care of her
Same.
because like I don't want to be a burden. That's the.
Yeah.
I hate that. Like I don't want to be a burden to anyone. I think that's
No.
the.
Say
Yeah, in
say it
general,
was
especially to
say
her.
say it was a swift death.
Yeah.
You won't be burdening her with taking care of you. It was a swift death. Like unexpected.
Well, it doesn't matter. Like if it's gonna be a swift death, like not just taking care of me. How about taking care of what's gonna be her life after I'm gone, right?
Okay.
So there's
Okay.
gonna be
Yeah.
like there are some stuff that I do,
Yeah.
right? And I know there are a lot of stuff that she does that I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
I just want to be there for her until the
Yes.
end, right?
Me, I prefer the Notebook death. You know the Notebook, where they passed away at the same time. They just
I haven't watched The Notebook yet.
never. Okay. Anyways, spoiler alert.
That's
They died.
Rachel McAdams,
Yeah,
right?
they
And
died
Ryan
at the same
Gosling.
time.
Oh, okay.
Where I'm not
Is
gonna
that the
spoil you.
one that
Go watch it.
they met after a few years?
I'm not gonna tell you. Go watch it.
Oh. I like the Lake House. I think they kind of have the
No.
same story.
No.
No,
Lake
okay.
House has a mystique. Has a
Yeah,
mystique to it.
but they're
The Notebook isn't.
oh, is it because like they're writing a notebook and they
No,
have their
no, 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 no.
I
No.
should watch that.
You'd know why it was the Notebook, but there's no mystique to it compared to the Lake House where there's some magic to it. No.
Okay, follow up question for
Yeah.
you: would you rather want to die at the same time, or
Or
do you want one of you to be left alive?
well, I'd rather both of us be gone at the same time.
Okay, you have Jackson involved here now. So what about
If we're
Jackson?
gonna be talking about Jackson, if he's like in the picture, right?
Yeah.
If it's like soon and unexpected and sudden, of course I want one of us to be left behind. But if we're just talking about me and her, I don't want to be the same as you.
Yeah.
I don't want to go first because yeah, I don't want her to have hardships because I'm not here to help
Yeah.
anymore. I'd rather have the sorrow of not being with her anymore because it's gonna be more there's gonna be more resistance if she was the one that was left here. I'll be a ghost.
Yeah.
I will be a ghost.
You know what?
for
Like I
sure.
remember because I finally finished
A
A
man
Man
called
Called
Oro.
Oro.
Yeah.
So that
Yep.
remind
That's why he was grumpy.
yeah,
Spoiler alert.
and I think that's gonna be given. Like if something like that
Yes.
happened, you're gonna be grumpy. You're gonna be upset with the world.
And
Right?
especially with his case, not he didn't have much going on before his
Yeah.
wife came to
Like
the picture.
I like that part when he said that my life used to be black and white,
Yeah.
and she added color.
Yeah. And then when he was mad, I was nothing before there was nothing in my life before her. There was nothing in my life after. So just let me go. When he was getting mad,
Yeah.
but then he met this nice
Yeah.
neighbor.
Yeah. Mirasol or Marisol.
Marisol.
Marisol, right?
Yes.
That's a good movie.
If
I
I was-
teared up. I teared up.
Yeah. Right.
La- like my wife is watching with me. Like, but
Yeah.
she only watched the last maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she actually understood it.
And like I think that movie became I think when they showed the trailer, he just seemed like a grumpy old man. And it's usually those groups, those kind of people who aren't going to be accepting of the progress,
Yeah.
right? You know how he was really nice to the trans kid? It was pretty heartwarming because that was his wife's student,
That's right.
which was I hope to see more of that in today's world, but I don't think so. Highly doubtful, especially where we are at right now. So
No, but I think you know what if that what's his name like Holmes. Oh yeah, Malcolm. So I think if Malcolm didn't say that, your wife is the one of the first one that accepted me for who I am, blah blah, like those spiel, I don't think that's gonna, yeah, it's gonna be different because right now, like this kid made like Tom Hanks feel like, oh, this like there's connection between
Mm,
my wife and him.
I think for him, he's gonna say something about him being a trans
Yeah.
person, but he's not gonna be mean to just different beliefs. But as long as he's not an annoyance to him, he
Yeah.
wouldn't care
No, but he was an annoyance to him at first, right?
at first.
Because he's throwing the newspaper
But
around.
then he's annoyed with people, but he's still gonna take care of them regardless, right? even though he was annoyed with how the bike was that wasn't related to him being trans,
Yeah.
but he was just annoyed that this person is
Doesn't know how to fix it.
doesn't know how to fix a bike,
Yeah.
is keeping on using a malfunctioning piece of equipment. That's his triggers, not really this person having a different belief than him. So I guess when it first showed in trailers, they were framing it that way, where like a classic old grumpy guy who hates change.
Yeah.
Where that one I felt
And
very nice about that.
I've met people like that.
Right?
Like they find like the smallest things and they're gonna say something about it, and it's annoying. I don't like people like that,
when
especially at
they
work.
when they start ranting, I just think evolve or die, dinosaur.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, everyone has some things that they have to go through.
I messed with my boss and like his my senior at work.
Yeah.
They were talking about, oh, back in those days, like 10 years ago, this was this was that. Oh, wartime stories.
So what did they say whenever you
No,
say
they
that?
just laughed.
Uh,
Cause I don't really care. Like, that's your time. This is our time.
I'm interested hearing those stories though.
I
Like,
am.
they
I just
especially
hate it
when
when
they start ranting.
they're so pissed about it.
Oh yeah, like how they say it, right?
Can you do something about it? No.
Yeah.
And then you, like, for people who protest, they're gonna be ranting about people who protest. Well, at least those people are doing something about it. They're voicing it out. It might not amount to something, but they're doing something. You're being grumpy. If you're gonna grump about it, don't do it. You're just, again, path of least resistance.
Yeah, we were
Like for
just talking
me.
about that, me and my wife this morning, that I'm being grumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you noticed that?
No.
No. Well, that's good. And I know it too.
I know
I
your
get triggered so easily nowadays.
I know your tickle points. Start getting grumpy with me. You'll see.
I'm starting to see myself like my dad, which
Typical
I don't
macho guy.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's genetics, I don't know, like
That's where nature versus nurture comes.
yeah.
You'd think that it's your environment, but you sometimes you'd feel like that's how you were brought up. Stuff like that. That's they call it nature versus nurture.
Nurture, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's for
And you're all guys too at home.
yeah. Sometimes I can see it. It might happen. Like my hair
Starting.
my
That's why I told you, come home. Come home,
just
boy.
accept it, right?
Come home.
Oh, but yeah, like
There's
need to
razors
change
in Costco.
I do
Get
have
those
lots of
razors.
razors.
See? So,
No,
come
I
home.
wanna keep some here.
Yeah, leave
And-
some. Be like Tweety Bird. Like you got
Well,
3 strands over here.
I'll go to Turkey. Is it Turkey?
Turkey.
I can do
yeah, for the
like
transplants.
the hair
yeah.
transplant.
It's
Like
from
we
your,
that's why we have technology
it's
now.
butt hair.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Even if it's pubes, that's okay.
It's gonna be curly though.
Like looking at LeBron, right? He's so rich, but he can't seem to make his hairline, his scalp
Yeah,
perfect.
because he has to go home. He needs to go back to Cleveland. He needs to go home. That's what he needs to accept.
I don't think he's gonna be going back home. Do you think he's
No,
gonna
I
be
just
going
mean
Oh
going
yeah,
home.
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm just starting a new topic. Yeah, do you think he's gonna be going back to Cleveland? I don't think so.
Him?
I think
I
he
don't think
likes
so.
Hollywood too much.
Not really, cause he's like the first internet. He's like the first internet-oriented athlete, and you know how it is with the internet. Like like the whole world's connected already.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna go wherever his son can get drafted.
Is his son better now? I know he had like a heart issue, right?
I think he's still
Bonnie?
he's back playing. I think.
Really?
I think I haven't really kept up, but I think he's back to playing.
That's scary. Like that's one of my fear. Like
Heart shit.
my child is gonna be
Ah,
sick or gonna pass like pass away before I do.
Yes. That's a parent's worst nightmare.
Yeah,
I've
I
heard.
think so.
Like burying your own kid.
Yeah, because I've seen. I'm in the hospital, right?
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
I've seen a lot of parents like that, like really, really old, like 90 years old, 100 years old, and they're 80 years old, pass away before them, and then you can feel when you talk to them, they're so jaded. But not in a really bad way, but
Yeah.
they feel so tired. They feel so exhausted already.
They
with
want to plug out already.
yeah, but
Would you be in favor of assisted?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%. That's the most peaceful passing that I've ever seen. Like you get to.
Seen? What do you mean? Have you seen one?
Oh yeah, I help out. Like yeah, it's legal. It's legal here in Canada.
No way. I heard
didn't
it's
know?
not.
Yeah, it is. You need to have as a mentally sound mind. You
Oh,
need
just to prove that
Yeah.
it's really your decision.
you need to have 3 doctors that's gonna give you a certificate that's saying that your illness is irreversible.
Oh,
and
that's
you're
for
terminal.
illness. That's for illness.
Yeah, but not
There's in
oh,
some
you're talking about mercy killing. No, but
there's some places where if you want to
yeah, because it's called MAID, right? Medical assisted dying. Yeah, assisted.
induce
Yeah, medically assisted
Induced
dying,
death.
that or something like that.
Probably.
But yeah, it's called MAID here.
But the legal case here is if you're sick and you're terminal, right?
Yeah. So if you have
I-
dementia, you can't do it.
I heard in some places you can just choose to.
No,
There's
not
no
here.
parameters like that.
Oh, not here.
Yes, okay.
But that's at least you have that option, right?
Okay.
It can be a sensitive topic when we're
Yes.
like discussing with my coworkers,
Yeah.
especially being a Catholic, right?
Yes.
It's a good, but for
Like
me,
there's this notion where you won't get let into the pearly gates if you off yourself.
but yeah, like that's the most peaceful. Like you know what? You get to do your speech. You get to sit in your favorite
You get
chair.
your
you get to do
what's it called? Your own
like your
your
dignity's
service.
still there.
Your service.
Yeah,
and you're
ser-
still
yeah,
there.
you're
Okay.
there.
And everybody who wants to give you your flowers, you're still there.
Yeah.
They get to like say their piece, and then you're
Pl-
still
you-
there.
I want
You get
my-
to hear it.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
play my favorite music, sit in my favorite
Ah.
chair. I want to eat my favorite meal, and you know what?
Yeah.
I find this
Are you
that-
getting executed your favorite meal?
like
Yeah,
something like that.
last meal, yeah.
It's technically like an execution, right?
No, pretty much,
Because there's
yeah.
a designated time,
Yeah.
and
And did you change your mind? No, 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 no.
no, I changed.
Don't
Like,
plug it in.
after someone confessed something,
Yeah.
and
No,
then
not yet.
oh, I'm pregnant. Yeah,
Yeah.
for example, there.
Oh, no, go ahead, go ahead.
Really? But yeah, it's like after it happened,
Yeah.
like all the family members just gonna be walking away, and they're done. Like someone will be crying, but it's not as like
Because there's
when some-
closure.
there's closure.
Yeah, yeah,
It's really it's interesting. Like once you see it,
yeah.
I don't wanna advocate for it, but it's just me personally. Like I would, if something like that happened to me, if there's no,
You wouldn't mind it.
I would do it.
You would do
I
it.
would do it to myself. Like I think that's in my healthcare directive already. But yeah.
Okay. Me, I guess, just plug me into the Matrix. That's
Matrix
all I wish.
again.
Yeah. That's all I wish. I hope that's in our lifetime. Hopefully.
But you know what? Like all of these things that I'm saying,
It might change.
it might change,
Yeah.
right? Because I don't have a kid. Might be different.
Yeah.
So and plus like things change, right?
Yeah.
So you
Well,
never know.
especially with how you're saying you don't want to be a burden. You might still lean to it.
Yeah, I don't want to be a burden. Like
Because-
just bring me to a nursing home. Let them take care
Yeah.
of me. Go there on your own time when you're in a good mood, right?
Yeah.
I don't want you to be.
And then you're gonna be grumpy. Why are my kids not visiting me right
I'm pretty sure
now?
I'm gonna be that.
You're gonna forget.
I'm gonna be sharing stories to my. There's like, oh fuck, I work all my life and then
And then
my kids are
won't
not
even
here.
visit me.
Fucking those. Oh,
They got their share already. They don't want to
shame on
me
them. I'm
anymore.
not gonna give them
Yeah.
anything. Like meanwhile, I
You
planned all
forgot
of this.
everything
Yeah, I
that you wanted.
I can totally see myself. I'm the one that's gonna be running around naked in the nursing home. I'm scared, man. Like I have a feeling I'm gonna be I'm gonna have dementia. With how, but I'm hoping with medical technologies, like we have a
Yeah.
drug that's gonna.
It's getting depressing, boy.
I know we should.
I think this would be like the perfect time
Yeah,
close it out.
to cut this off.
Okay, so for everybody who stayed with us for over an hour, I guess you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed doing your chores. I
Hopefully,
hope
didn't get depressed.
yeah, I hope you enjoyed your drive home. I hope you enjoyed trying to watch over your kids while listening to us, while watching us.
Yeah.
We are on YouTube. Hopefully by the time this is out. Oh, we're on YouTube, we're on Spotify.
Yeah, we're on Prime.
We're on Prime now too.
Yeah, Prime. Was it
Amazon
Prime?
Music,
Yeah,
I think.
Amazon Podcast, Amazon
Yep.
Music. Yeah.
So yep, follow us on Facebook, the Twice a D podcast. Hopefully when this is
The
out,
Twitter? Oh, X? No, there's no more Twitter. X.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna do
Not gonna
X,
do
but for
X.
sure an IG page, a TikTok page, and follow us on YouTube.
The whole
Twice the
9
T,
yards.
the whole 9 yards. And again, we got CJ behind the camera.
You got
OCP
me. Yeah,
not here.
OCP's not here.
Not here
MIA
today.
again. You got me, 2X.
And you got Edmund here and
We're twice the D.
podcast. Thank you for listening.
Listening / watching.
Yeah.